Let's do this right. You talk about proper arguing process. I saw somebody else online talking about proper arguing kinds of process, though they didn't use those words. And so let's focus in. I haven't listened to parts 2 and 3 yet, but part 1 there on suffering. Okay, let's just focus in on suffering. Now, first of all, I think it's a pretty good point, but it's what I would call a poetical point. You know, it gives you pause for thought, but it's not directly compelling in a reasonable way, which is the second point about that I made about suffering, that it's not objectively bad. It's not a universal truth that suffering is objectively wrong. We learn from suffering. Okay, but the other one is really actually the more compelling one, the more logically compelling one. The pain is a subjective phenomenon. You have pain. We all have different pain. We all suffer. We can make each other suffer. It's not a good versus bad. It's not a, you know, polar opposite kind of a situation. It is personal. It's in your ego there. You're feeling that suffering, and it can have many components, but they all are neurological. So if you're going to base an ethical system on suffering, then actually I think you need a subjective ethical system. They do exist. See, that's the point. They do exist. You're not having to do without a moral system. You're not going to have to go without knowing the rules. I made a video a little while ago about relativistic morality, for example. You don't have to go without the rules. You just have to build them up on a different foundation.